So DFID is funding BCURE, which is a £12 million programme consisting of 6 projects. And the fundamental aim of BCURE is to support efforts to achieve poverty reduction. And the way that we think this will work is by encouraging evidence-informed policy making, which will lead to better development outcomes. And how that works is by giving people and organisations the skills and confidence to really use evidence in their day-to-day work, and to encourage a culture where people feel confident to do that, and to also learn from failure and accept mistakes as they work. So I want to highlight a failure of evidence in development policy, and really how we can learn from this and try to build on that through the BCURE programme. So community-driven development is a concept that's very popular in development, and major donors like DFID and the World Bank have spent millions of dollars taking a community-driven development approach, which largely involves working within local decision-making structures to empower communities to take decisions on how aid is spent at the micro level. Now, clearly that's an idea that's not to be sniffed at. It involves empowering local people, and it has benefits. Apart from anything else, it's a good way to get aid money to people, particularly in post-conflict states. But the issue is that rigorous evidence suggests that community-driven development is actually increasing occurrences of conflict at the local level, and the evidence really isn't synthesised and hasn't been put through to policymakers yet, because there's this mass popularity of community-driven development. We really haven't learned the lessons from evidence and applied that to the approach on a large scale as at this present moment. So, to give an example of why it's important to use evidence, one of the reasons is it saves money. It's extremely cost effective to use evidence to inform policy making. And an example of this is a trial that DFID ran in Ghana. Before the trial was run, there was suggestions that the use of vitamin A amongst childbearing women could help increase the health outcomes of the children. Now, DFID ran a trial which demonstrated that there was no positive effect from the use of vitamin A amongst childbearing women. That prevented the scale up of that intervention, which saved hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of aid, which would have been spent had we not had that evidence to prevent that decision being made.